I did not want the experience to begin only when I walked on stage and played the first note. So I opened the concert with a 1-minute cinematic prologue.
Tonight, just listen and experience it.
At the end of the video, the hall went completely dark for a few seconds. And then, out of that darkness, the audience heard the first 4 notes of the opening piece. And it allowed the audience not just to watch the recital, but to enter it with me. While she was a very little child, just one thing just come to my mind is a scene that she cries and she practices the piano together.
Well, ever since I know her from the child, she just enjoyed music a lot and always stay in the practice room for like 10, 12 hours and, kind of isolate herself from the world.
I'm Joseon족, or Chaosianzu in Chinese, one of the ethnic minority groups in China. And I grew up deeply shaped by Chinese culture, and I've spent the last decade studying and living in the United States. So moving between different languages, cultures, and ways of thinking has never felt unusual to me, and it has simply just been part of who I am. I think that's one of the reasons that composer Chen Yi's music felt so personal to me from the very beginning. When I play her music, I don't feel like I'm trying to explain myself through the piano. I feel like I'm speaking from a place that already exists within me. The one-off theme of the concert was immersion, but for me that didn't just mean adding visual elements to a recital. It meant creating a fuller artistic environment in which music, light, visuals, and storytelling could work together. I wanted the audience to experience the concert not only as something they listened to, but as something they entered. I wanted the performance to feel more spatial, more atmospheric, and more emotionally immediate. This concert was my final doctoral recital, and it's also part of my presser project. This project asked much more of me than I had originally imagined. It was the first time I complete a concert like this while carrying both roles at once, as a performer and as curator. The workload was far beyond what I first expected. There were many rounds of refining, many moments of collision between ideas and reality, and of course, unexpected situations along the way. Sometimes I could only laugh at how stubborn I was about wanting certain things to be realized in a very specific way, but I also learned so much through that process. And in that sense, this project taught me not only more about performance, but also more about how art is actually built. Spirio piano is a high-resolution player piano system that can record and reproduce a performance with a remarkable accuracy. I used it to realize a 2-piano work in a solo performance setting. So I pre-recorded one piano part, and during the concert, that Spirio piano played that part back live while I performed the other part on stage. It required a lot of discipline and planning. But artistically, it was very rewarding because it allowed the stage to hold more than one layer of musical presence at the same time. Classical music can sometimes feel formal or untouchable, and while that can be beautiful, I also wanted this performance to feel warm, open, and human. So that's why I included not only interviews with the composer, but also some of my own behind-the-scenes process. In fact, I added that blooper segment myself just 2 days before the concert. Those moments made the performance feel warmer and more authentic. They reminded the audience, and honestly reminded me too, that behind all of the preparation and artistic ambition, there's still a person. And when the audience laughed during those moments, I could feel something shift in the room. It no longer felt like a one-sided presentation. It felt shared. It felt like we were going through the evening together. A performance may begin in solitude, in practice rooms, in private thoughts, in long hours of preparation, but it becomes fully alive when it is shared. It creates a space where people, even from different histories, cultures, backgrounds, and experiences, can feel something together in that moment. When it was finally over, what I felt most strongly was not relief or even pride, but more than anything, I felt grateful that something I had been imagining for so long had finally become real.
I didn't really expect to see a concert like this with lighting, very thoughtful, very creative, and the program is just a very refreshing, I would say, not in a traditional sense of classical music. And then also I was born in China, so I'm half Chinese, to see some very contemporary Chinese version of folk songs, tunes, it's just an extra excitement to this show.
We, especially pianists, we tend to be alone, we tend to play alone. This kind of interesting combination when you somehow play with the second piano as a partner, but at the same time, it's also yourself. This is interesting.
She makes a gorgeous quality of sound with great variety and great color, which means it can be dark and rich and it can be bright and aggressive. And she does it with thought, care, and intelligence.
洪喜呀，我听了你的音乐会，又激动又兴奋，因为你是第一次让我看见了全场陈怡钢琴作品音乐会是多媒体形式这种又有 immersive， 又有很生动的表现，我也很感动，你的努力和你的创意，都使我受到了很大的感染，也使我们的音乐有更多的表现力。
I just can't believe even at this point that she did it. She really focused on every single details, every little point, even the PowerPoint slides, editing, filming, practicing, of course. Yeah, just a lot.
As her younger sister, I'm really proud of her. I see all of her stages, recitals, and right now she's a very mature pianist and a musician. This concert meant a great deal to me, but I also see it as a beginning. And what I want to keep pursuing is not novelty for its own sake, but depth, that new ways of helping people enter this classical music more fully, and new ways of creating performances that feel immersive, emotionally resonant, and genuinely shared.